A good plan in life is not to plan anything too severe for yourself, nothing too strict. Um, Especially don't plan to release a video every week if you know your life is going to get very busy. So first of all, I'm sorry that I'm not supplying videos, basically. Um, I'm not about to do something like dropping out of making videos because the business should now be dying down a bit. So, with that in mind, I need to catch up. Here's my review of The Eaters of Light. So how far behind I am, I don't know what the episode was. The Eaters of Light. I have watched it, and now let's review it. This is going to be a really lazy review, me just laying here. Potentially with about 18 chins, but who cares? So, 7 things as usual to say about this episode. First of all, the writer, Rona Munro. First episode since Survival. I've not seen Survival. I have no current opinion of it. I would like to see it. I have it on DVD, just not watched it yet. So, not a lot more I can say on that. But this was a good episode. I enjoyed it. It was, once again, a historical episode. I felt that this series sort of went back to the roots of where Doctor Who was meant to go. More history, less bug-eyed monsters, BEMs. That said, the creatures, point 2, were terrific. They looked really cool. I loved the weird tongue things, and the way that they killed was disturbing, I think, is the right word to use there. They completely took me by surprise, those creatures. I thought they were going to be sort of misunderstood. I didn't know quite what to expect with this episode, so it was really quite good. It was better than I had expected. So, point 3. Bill takes the lead, I feel, in this episode. She's right. She's more right than the Doctor. And that was something very, very good about this episode, was that she took the lead, because with the companion, they've got a favourite subject or whatever nowadays. So Clara loved the Romans, so does Bill. Just realised that they're the same person, basically. But no, the Bill really did sort of lead the episode. She started off by getting injured by one of the Eaters of Light. That's just their name, isn't it? And as she recovered, she met the Romans, unlike the Doctor, who met some dead Romans and some Picts. And I liked to see the conflict there. I thought it was very clever. And it was said in another review I watched by Vote Saxon 07, or VS07 Reviews now. The TARDIS translation circuit has a more primal use now. It didn't have to be explained to Bill. Sorry, I've just watched the live Q&A from this week's episode. It didn't have to be explained to Bill. She gathered the information herself, which I think is very good. And I'm finally starting to see Bill as a true companion. She has that intelligence. She doesn't need to keep asking questions, only with things that she doesn't know. But even then, she's starting to pick up hints along the way as to different things. So, yeah, well done, Bill. And the TARDIS translation circuit, getting them all to understand each other, so they stopped fighting, joined forces. That was a really great sort of turning point in the story, and with the conflict as well. Point 4? I think it's point 4. Let's go with point 4. The Doctor tries to make the supreme sacrifice and decide to stay here forever. And this was well written as well, the fact that he's not done a very good job of protecting the last place that he said he would, which was Missy's vault. So that the Picts and the Romans, or the Defenders of Light as they call themselves, smack him on the back of the head, he falls to the ground, and they go marching in. And there's nothing he can do about that, and I think it's quite selfish of the Doctor, really, because he's leaving Bill to just go away, basically. I'm going to stay here, I'm going to protect them, you get in the TARDIS, go home. And it's like, well, no, you've taken Bill on many adventures, and now you're saying ta-ta. Naughty Doctor. Get in the corner. On the naughty corner step. I had a naughty step. I used to take things there secretly, so when I was sent there, I'd have things to do. I'm clever. Didn't work so well in the corner. Anyway, my next point... Spat everywhere. My next point is Missy. Missy's in the TARDIS. Missy gives a review of the adventure. Like it. I didn't pick up on that. No, I didn't pick on... I'm going to use words sooner or later. I didn't pick up on that until I watched that VS07 review. But yeah, I thought that was quite a funny moment. I also quite liked Missy being there the whole time, and the TARDIS crew's reaction, other than the Doctor, because he's getting more risky with Missy, and that carries over to this week's episode, which, from the perspective of this review, I'm going to pretend I've not seen yet. I have. But then again, Missy, once again, is turning good. No, I have not turned good, she told Clara once. Hello, Bill. I've turned good. Or I'm turning it. You get the idea. So yeah. Missy's there. And again, stop turning good. Let's talk about Nardole. Nardole is there. He is literally just sort of coming along for the ride now. Now that the series has progressed, Missy's coming out of the vault more. There's no real need for Nardole to stay behind and want them to go back and protect the vaults. And he doesn't even mention it this episode until such a time as he discovers that Missy is actually in the TARDIS the whole time. So, I mean, Michelle Gomez in this week's episode sums it up. Let's stop pretending I've not seen it. I've been doing terribly so far anyway. She sums Nardole up, comic relief. Nardole is the human embodiment of the family show. He's there for the kids. He is primarily there to make everyone laugh. And he succeeds. He does make us laugh, but not always best idea in a story about, darkness, basically, and with brutal deaths the way that they were happening on screen, it was a little unnecessary to have him there this week, I think. So my last point is youth. I think the whole topic of the episode was youth and how we are told by our superiors, when we are young, what to do, when to do it. And it can be scary, especially with something like going into battle. They're only young, they're not wanting to fight, and yet their elders have told them to fight, so they are. I think it's a very, very strong message. Is they were scared of being deserters and being cowards, when in actual fact they were being completely normal within reason of them being so young. So life can be scary. Life can get in the way. And it's best to take those opportunities when they arise, which is leading me back round to my intro to this review. My apologies, I was away. I took an opportunity to take a lifeguard course, which I passed, and that took priority over YouTube, so there's my excuse. That and exams. Thanks for watching, guys, and I shall see you next time for this week's episode. And you know what? I may not even move. I might do, just for continuity's sake. I may even change my top. I shan't bother. Bye.